Wake up, Raleigh. I'm Matt Peiken, and this is your newscast for Thursday, November 20th. Communities across the Triangle continue mobilizing amid uncertainty over continuing federal immigration enforcement operations. On Tuesday, at least 12 people in Raleigh, Durham, and Cary were detained by U.S. Border Patrol agents, including a 23-year-old woman with no criminal history beyond minor traffic violations. Hundreds protested in downtown Raleigh. Advocacy group Siembra, North Carolina, says more than 600 volunteers signed up overnight to help children and families navigate school and work safely. Yesterday morning, school board members in Wake County called the raids domestic terrorism and pledged to ask the district for protections for immigrant students. There was no word by press time on whether operations were suspended. You can read live updates in the News and Observer. Scenes of fear and solidarity gripped Durham on Tuesday as federal immigration raids detained multiple individuals in public spaces. Outside Beauty World on Avondale Drive, employees and customers watched as 3 people were handcuffed in broad daylight, a moment confirmed by Durham County Commissioner Nida Alam. Sincere Jones, a former corrections officer now working the store's entrance, called the operation unlike anything he'd seen. At La Superior Grocery, panic spread so quickly that the store shuttered within minutes. Volunteers for Siembra, North Carolina positioned themselves across the city, warning residents and verifying agent activity. You can read more about this at IndieWeek. Durham-based financial services company Aspida has announced plans to create 1,000 new jobs in the Triangle between 2028 and 2032. The life insurance and annuities provider, founded in 2019, made the commitment as part of a new state job development investment grant. The positions are expected to pay an average salary of at least $137,000. Aspida will invest nearly $29 million into expanding its headquarters near Research Triangle Park. In return, it could receive up to $22 million in payroll tax rebates over a dozen years. Durham County is contributing an additional $750,000 in local incentives. You could read more about this in the News and Observer. Starting this spring, international students at UNC Chapel Hill and every state university institution will be required to enroll in the UNC system's student health insurance plan, ending their option to use cheaper third-party providers. The change affects F1 and J1 visa holders across all 16 UNC campuses. System officials say the mandate will lower overall insurance costs as international students typically file fewer claims. But students and advocates argue the policy creates a financial burden, with some plans costing up to $1,800 more per semester. Critics also cite poor communication and a lack of transparency during the policy's rollout. You could read more in the Daily Tar Heel. And Carly Prentice Jones, a Raleigh native and CEO of Artspace, is leading efforts to strengthen the city's creative economy. A trained vocalist turned arts administrator, Jones returned home after college and now heads North Carolina's largest open-access visual arts hub. Artspace hosts 30 artist studios, public galleries, and education programs, operating with a focus on sustainability through studio rentals and classes. Though the nonprofit faces financial challenges, spending slightly exceeded revenue last year, Jones remains committed to ensuring Raleigh's cultural sector keeps pace with its tech-driven growth. You can read more about this in the Triangle Business Journal. Before I let you go, I want to tell you our daily newscast can also arrive in your email every weekday morning. Sign up for our free newsletter at wakeuprl.transistor.fm. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Wake Up Raleigh. We're a brand new newscast podcast, so it would be great if you passed us along to people you think would appreciate a complete local newscast on the go. I'm Matt Peiken, and thanks for starting your weekdays with Wake Up Raleigh.